Three of Wands. New beginnings, opportunities. Bright future on the horizon. Symbolizes completion, optimism. Hey guys, welcome in. Just looking at some tarot cards. Feel free to ask me a question. Prince of Wands. He's bringing good news, maybe a new job, enthusiasm. Hey guys, welcome in. Just looking at some tarot cards. Feel free to ask me a question. We've got the Hermit. Represents magical studies, inner vision, development, personal growth, spiritual awakening, mysticism, secret knowledge. Hey guys, welcome in. Ask me a question. Oh, the Fool. Just beginning his journey. New beginnings represents naivety, innocence, a journey beginning. You can see he's kind of oblivious to, he's standing on the very edge of a cliff and not even worried about it. Six of Swords represents water travel, movement, tranquility, looking out to the future. This is a transitional card. Do a quick past, present, future. Why not? Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Feel free to ask me a question. I was about to do a past, present, future spread, but if you have any questions, I'm glad to answer those as well. These cards are still fairly new. They're getting broken in. Hope you all are doing well today. Thanks for watching. All right, past, present, future. Past is Knight of Swords. Present is the Six of Wands. And our future, the Hanged Man. So this says we're moving forward from a initiatory thought to a transitional period, and it's going to be still some waiting. We still have some work to do, some discipline, some patience, diligence. The Hanged Man represents sacrifice, but you can see he's hanging upside down, but he's not unhappy about it. He seems pretty content to be like this, so he's probably put himself this way. It's not really a punishment as much as it is an endeavor. And that makes a lot of sense. Moving towards new endeavors after this pandemic. So the Six of Wands shows the transition. You can see he's on his horse there. He's bringing forth something. Probably heading back to the castle after a long fought battle. which hopefully he's won. He looks victorious to me. And then we get the Hangman, which is our new sense of discipline, our new commitment to our own spiritual practice. Thanks for stopping in, guys. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. I would love to ask the cards for you. I'm going to pull a quick Life Loves You Oracle card from Louise. Hey, hello, good to see you. I'm reading sideways, so I may not be able to get all the names. I'm doing my best. I can read hello, though. You can get that. Thank you guys for stopping in. Hope you're having a great day. It's been raining for 2 days straight here, and I'm about tired of it, so we're inside playing with cards instead. I choose peace. Is that right side up to you all? I hope so. It says, life does not want you to suffer. You struggle because you let life love you only so much. Where there is drama in your life, let grace in. Reading sideways is tough. Do I play Pac-Man? I used to play Pac-Man all the time. I grew up on Pac-Man at the barber shop. Yeah, it's good stuff. I feel like that's pretty backwards. Life does not want you to suffer. You struggle because you let life love you only so much. Still pretty backwards, huh? Where there is drama in your life, let love in. It's great advice for all of us. We really do have a choice. We can't control our situation, but we can absolutely control our response. Every challenge can be seen as a pain in the ass, or it can be seen as a lesson. Sometimes it just takes some time to get that perspective and see the lesson. I know that's been true for me in my life. So just be patient, let the lesson unfold. Everything happens for a reason. We're exactly where we're supposed to be. Thank you guys for stopping in. Please like the stream, tap the screen, get some more folks in here. Ask me a question if you like. I'm glad to ask the cards or consult Oracle decks, whatever you want to do. I've got tarot cards here. I nourish myself. Decide that today you will eat only food that loves you. You know better than anyone what is best for you. That's something we've always got to remember. You know what's best. You don't let anyone tell you what's best for you. They don't know. They don't know your perspective entirely, even if they think they know part of it. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know how you're feeling. So you got to honor yourself and listen to that voice within. We all know what to do. We know what's right. We know what's best for us. So often we let people cast doubt and give away part of ourselves. And I'm here to tell you, you can take it back. All you have to do is take a second for yourself and reclaim the parts of yourself that you've given to others. It's that simple. Just being aware of it lets you take your power back. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm glad to ask the cards. What's this say? Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you. I am lovable. The less I love myself, the harder it is for others to love me. The more I love myself, the easier it is for others to love me and for me to recognize how loved I am. Absolutely. You got to love yourself first, and that projects outwards. Whatever we feel inside manifests in the outer world in a very real way. Starts with our attitude and our mindset. Know that you are loved and you are lovable and you're deserving of love. We all deserve to be loved. No matter what has happened in the past, we're all moving towards a better future together. Don't be too hard on yourselves. What's that popped out? I say yes to being a better receiver. When you are willing to receive, a gift appears. You got kicked out. That's weird. Just a bandwidth issue, I guess. I don't even have a moderator that can kick anybody out, so definitely wasn't me. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Feel free to ask me a question. I've got tarot cards here. I cannot read that, my friend. Oh, wait. Spanish, I mean, un poco español. I've got a high school diploma that says I took some Spanish classes. I remembered a little bit of it. I live in a friendly universe. Let life befriend you today, every hour, on the hour, throughout the day. Remind yourself, I live in a friendly universe. Might not always seem like it with people talking about going to war and everything, but we've got to believe that everything's going to work out for the greater good. Every obstacle is just an opportunity for learning and growth. You know, hopefully all these differences get ironed out and we move forward to a better, more peaceful, more loving, more caring world. That's what we all want at heart. I don't think anybody wants to go to war and fight and die. So it is a friendly universe, especially if we just allow it to be. So that's what we got to remember. Love yourself, love one another. You know, as above, so below. You get what you put out into the world. So a little cool, that's good. I'm starting business venture. How will I do? New business venture. Let's ask the cards. We'll ask the tarot on that one. Life loves you is a little great affirmations, things like that. The tarot is a little better for oracle predictive things. So this is the Witch Tarot. That's upside down, obviously, but this is a way cool deck. I love this deck. I love the art and the images. New business venture. I'm starting a new business venture too. This is part of it. I got tired of being undervalued and unappreciated, so I'm doing my own thing from here on out. All right. So we're asking about the new business venture. How will it go? Four of Swords. Four of Swords tells you that it's time to take a break, relax, look inward, take some time for yourself. You can see she's got her three swords propped up against the wall, so she's kind of just regaining her bearings, catching her breath, but she's still got a sword in her hand, so she's ready to proceed forward. So this tells me that, just be mindful, take your time, don't rush into anything, just be patient, regroup, get everything in line, and I think it'll go great for you. That's interesting too. The card itself kind of represents taking a break, taking time for yourself. So if you've been doing a different job, then to help, I just sent you, wow, thank you for all the likes. Yeah, if you're switching careers, that's a real perfect card for that, because she's, been somewhere, she's taking a break, but she's regrouping and going forward. So absolutely. Thank you. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Stop in and see me again. Best of luck with your business venture. Let's see. Does anyone else have a question? Thank you very much for the likes. I greatly appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah, the cards are always pretty spot on. I love them. Gives me goosebumps a lot of the time, especially if I know the person, kind of know what's going on with them, and the reading pops up. It's like, holy shit, how do they know every time? The Chariot represents movement, going forward, bringing something forth. You can see his two horses there, the dark and the light, and he controls them there's no reins. So he's just controlling them by sheer will, by the force of his mind and willpower alone. The Chariot represents manifestation, conscious creation, transition. It's a fun card, beautiful card. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Feel free to ask a question. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords represents a new thought, a new process or endeavor. You can see it's suspended in midair there. That represents the mentality of the card, the mental aspect. Swords are associated with the element of air, which is the thought aspect of our lives. I used to be a filmmaker, and and I was really good. New venture is getting back to filmmaking. Damn, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Because it's like you took some time out, and that's the 4. That's, literally taking time out and then getting back to what you're doing. That's awesome. I love it. I love the creativity. That's what it's all about. Thank you. Beautiful. I love to see people doing what they love. Follow your purpose. Follow your heart, That's all you got. What was that popped out? King of Cups. King of Cups is an emotional, intuitive male, maybe with psychic abilities. It can also represent a light-haired, light-eyed male. Very intuitive, romantic perhaps. This can symbolize a new romantic relationship. So that's a fun card. I love the art on that with the seashell. Also, do you know Bendy and the Ink Machine? No? No, I don't think so. Filmmaking isn't leaving you alone. Yeah, your calling has a way of doing that. I've been having trouble. We've been having financial trouble recently. Mortgage is due and bills are overdue, and I keep trying to find a job, like a job doing what I used to be doing, and the universe will not let me have it. I'm literally overqualified for most jobs I apply for, and everybody's hiring, and I still can't find a job. It's insane. I went to a place yesterday to talk about a job, and there was nobody there. It was like a landscape job. That's what I used to do, and I used to own a business, do $1 million homes. Was more than qualified. Call them, nobody answers the phone. So it's like universe saying, no, you're not supposed to do that anymore. You've moved on from that. It's time to do something different. Do you have what is this, a hand raise? Oh yeah. What you got? What you got for me, Desmond? You don't have to raise your hand. We're pretty informal here. I don't have a moderator either, so I'm reading sideways. So thanks for being patient with me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, blessed day. The rain seems to have stopped here for a moment, so that's nice. Nice to get a break from that. The Hanged Man, again. Somebody really wants us to see the Hanged Man. This is actually my card, a Leo card, and very symbolic of where I'm at in life lately. A lot of personal sacrifice for knowledge, quest for knowledge, for spirituality. Well, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hey. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Feel free to ask a question. Playing with some tarot cards. I've also got a angel numbers book, if I can reach it. If anyone's been seeing any numerological correspondences, I apologize, all these things are backwards. I'm not sure how to get around that. Or are they just, fucking cameras. Technology. You too. How do you see my near future going? Near future going. That's kind of funny. The card that I had laying here, that I had out for myself, I create my own future. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Very important concept. Let's see, I'm going to ask the tarot too about your future and see specifically. I'm going to do also good candles, good for connections. Absolutely, I've got my Lotus votive here, which my wife got me and I absolutely love. I think it's so beautiful. I love the lotus. I just saw the Ten of Cups. You asked about your future, and I didn't draw it, but it stood out to me for some reason. I'm going to see if I can re-find the card, because I felt like that was your card, and I didn't stop. I was in the moment. Ten of Cups. Wow. I think you're going to like this. Give me just a second. Ten of Cups, one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck. The rainbow, completion, the happy husband and wife looking out over a green pasture, watching their children play. Sense of peace, tranquility, prosperity, happiness within the family, happy family. I hope so too. Hope so for all of us. Wish you all the best, but I don't know, that's the one that stood out to me. I just asked my magic 8-ball if you find your dreams. And it said, indications say yes. All right. Keeping the positive vibes. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys. Thanks for stopping in and spending time with me. That is what you needed to hear. It's what I've been asking for. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Be blessed, my friend. Thank you for your question. Oh, what was that popped out for us? King of Wands. I love this guy. I'm a Leo. He has so much Leo energy with all his red fire sign, male energy. That's what I need right now to accomplish things in my life. At first I was hesitant about fire signs, but now I'm embracing it, especially with Aries season coming up. You can see his lions engraved on his throne there. The kind of satisfied, kind, wise look on his face, and you can see he's got a wand there, the King of Wands, but not a sword. You know, he doesn't need a sword. He's just making it all happen with his will, with his magic. Oh, I love the King of Wands. I didn't trust him at first, but now I love him. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Thanks for spending time with me this afternoon, this rainy afternoon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm glad to ask the cards for you. Got Witch's Tarot here. Love these cards. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Who's that? The Knight of Pentacles. You can see the knight with this pentacle on his chest. He's gone forth. He's won. He's achieved. He's obtained this material goal. And he's bringing it back. You can also see the stag here. Represents independence, stability, strength, dignity. Dignity is a great word for the stag. You can see all these green colors representing earth. The pentacles also represent earth, so it has to do with material matters, money, abundance, financial security. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Feel free to ask me a question. I'll pull cards for you and let you know what I think. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. What's this? Love is my teacher. Love is my teacher. Think of someone you care for deeply. Ask love to show you how to make your relationship sweeter and more loving. I'd say we could all benefit from that. Sometimes the ones we care about the most are the ones that end up getting the worst of what we have to offer because we know they'll take it and they'll still be here for us, but that's not fair to them. So we need to invite love in as a teacher and see what we can learn from it and not just what we can exploit or what we can gain from it. That's really what love is all about. The most pure form of love is giving, not receiving. That's why, it feels better on Christmas or something to give people presents a lot of the time than to get things. Love is meant to be shared. It's meant to be expressed, and it feels good to be able to express that. So embrace that. Let love be your teacher. What's this one? I can do it. Trust. I love what this card says. In times of trouble, remember this. Who you think you are cannot handle this challenge, but who you really are can and will. Absolutely. We've got to look to our higher self, our true self, not our small s limited self, our ego mind and its story and its limitations and its guilt and its blame. It's time to let go of all these things. Moving forward, embrace the true self. Listen to our higher calling. If you give love to someone, it always comes back to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. We manifest what we project, 100%. Karma is very, very real. It's not sometimes what we think of it being, Instant karma is always fun, but that's not the way it always works. It's not always a causal relationship, but it's more of an accumulation. And that's how it can be so overwhelming, how so many people are so lost right now from just the accumulation of negative karma. You get lost inside it and trapped by it. But the good news is with forgiveness, through grace, we can move on. We can release all that. We can learn to love ourselves again. It starts with forgiving yourself. So it was a big lesson I had to learn. And I'm still learning. I never stop learning. Here's a great one. It is safe to ask for help. When you fear you can't do it all by yourself, maybe it's a sign you don't have to. When you stop trying to do it all by yourself, help appears. Absolutely. Sometimes in letting go, we find true freedom. Sometimes, unfortunately, the very thing we're trying to avoid is the very thing we manifest. What you think is what becomes reality. So, we've got to be very mindful of that and not dwell in negative thoughts, but dwell in the light and in the love. Be grateful for everything we have. We truly have so much. We live in an unprecedented time. Just the fact that we're all on cell phones talking to each other, we're blessed. We have cell phones. I'm assuming that means we have food. That's a struggle we're facing right now, but we're going to get food. It's going to be all good. Not worried about it. I live in abundance. I commit to being more present in my life. If something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. Complete this sentence. This is a good one for participation. One way I can be more present in my life is... ... How can you be more present? This is a big lesson that I've been learning the past year and a half, maybe more. So often we're multitasking, doing all these things, and we think we're doing a good job, and we really are not doing a good job at any of them. It's so much better. I am learning to focus on one thing, do that thing 100%. Give it your all, give it your presence, give it your attention. Be there in that moment. That's how you really learn to be of service, to help, to contribute, to be, a valuable, loving member of society, of a community, of a family, a partnership, friendship, any of those things. Thank you guys for stopping in. Let me know if you have any questions. So I was playing a scary game and it jumped, scared me, and I was like, ah. What game are you playing? I love some survival horror games. Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Been playing Dead by Daylight on PlayStation for a little while. That's a good one. It's more like hide and seek or tag, but same card popped out. Apparently presence is going to be a big lesson for me today. It's what the universe wants me to know. Also, I want you to know, if you're here, if you're seeing this, that's a message. These messages are significant, Nothing happens by accident. You're wherever you need to be. You're seeing what you need to see and hearing what you need to hear. Even if it doesn't feel like it at the time, time adds perspective, and we're always learning. We're always growing. We're always moving forward. It's called Granny. God, that sounds terrifying. I don't even know why, but just that one word title is like spooky as shit. I don't know if I want to play that. What system is it for? Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the support, the questions, the love. Phones. Oh yeah, I don't do any phone games because I spend way too much on my phone, way too much time on my phone as it is. Like mainly doing this TikTok thing, trying to grow this account, trying to start my own business. Yeah, my wife is already mad at me for being on my phone all the time, so phone games are not the answer for me right now. Maybe in the future. That sounds scary as shit though. It reminds me of a Binding of Isaac or something. I choose happiness. Memo to self: remember to enjoy the miracle of existence today. That's pretty funny too, because I did an angel numbers video earlier, and a number I chose that I've been thinking a lot lately was 444. It says, you are surrounded by 100,000 angels. Miracles are happening before your eyes. And here we've got, remember to enjoy the miracle of existence today. So that's great advice for me. You know, despite everything going on in the world, everything external that we can't control, it's a miracle just to be here. It's a blessing just to be here and to spend time with you all, and to just be able to live this life, to be able to be alive and experience the world from our own unique perspective. It's truly a wonderful thing. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Ask me a question. I'll ask the cards for you. We got tarot cards, got Life Loves You cards by Louise Hay. Also, Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. If anyone's been seeing numerological sequences, it's a great book to find out what message the universe is sending you through numbers. Let's do some tarot. If you guys have more in-depth questions, I can also do a full reading, do like a 7-card spread. We can sit down on Zoom, on FaceTime, any of these things. Just let me know if you're interested. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Doing tarot, oracle cards, different readings. Enjoying a break in the rain. The dogs are being calm and quiet, so it's a good day. We truly are blessed. 7 of Swords. See, this guy's kind of sneaky. He's got his swords. He's getting the hell out of there. He's got his bounty. He's on the move. It's like sneaking away from the carnival. I love this guy. He's doing his thing. Have you heard of this book? What's that say? Cirrus? Series. Have you heard of this book series? What book series? Siri wrote a book. You guys have to pardon the bad dad jokes. I'm a full-time dog dad right now, so they don't like my jokes either, though. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in, doing some tarot oracle cards. Feel free to ask me a question. I've got a cool sacred geometry deck back here I wanted to get to, but it's propping my phone up right now, so I guess we'll stick with tarot, Life Loves You, and angel numbers. You guys been seeing any numbers lately? Uh-oh. The incense fell down. Let me know if you've been seeing any repeating numbers, any digital clock numbers standing out. Free question. Sure. What you got? I got some tarot cards here. Pull one for you. Also do full readings if you're interested. Just let me know. We can set something up. What's your question? Am I going to meet my husband soon? All right. Let's see. Marie? All right. You're asking, is Marie going to meet her husband soon? Do one more shuffle on that. That one was awkward. I don't like it. Is Marie going to meet her husband soon? magician. The magician relates to your own inner power, your own inner magic. This is also a man, so it does look like, meeting a man is what this is saying to me. Roses everywhere. He's got his cup on the table. Got his wand working his magic. You see an infinity symbol. I'm going to go yes. I'm going to go hard yes on this with all the symbolism and energies going on in this card. Use your own magic. Tap into your intuition and wisdom. And you'll find him. He's out there for you. Thank you for your question. That was a great card. Looks like the future's bright for you, Marie. Have you heard of this book series? What book series? If you asked earlier, I missed the title. So, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, I have heard of that. I might have read one of them actually years ago. I think I did read the first one in that series. Guys, if you are looking for any insights, any personal questions, anything you need answered, anything you need to address, feel free to contact me for a full reading and do a 7-card spread. It's super helpful for getting to the root of problems and how to overcome them and what the future holds. It starts with a past, present, future, lists people who may be involved, obstacles that may be involved, and then tells you the outcome. It's a very detailed, very effective spread that I like a whole lot, that everybody's found really useful and very insightful. So just let me know if you're interested and we can schedule a reading soon. I'd be glad to. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you for the likes and comments and questions and just for spending time with me this rainy afternoon. Marie, did that answer your question? Are you still here? What have we got? 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles represents harvest, reaping fruits of labor. You can see he's taking a break here and just letting all this success and abundance grow. He's got his tool, he's propped up, he's just ready to harvest. Love it. 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful card. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Got some tarot cards, got Life Loves You cards, answering questions. I'm also available to book a full reading, do a 7-card reading. If you like, get a lot more detail, a lot more insight that way. It really helps with overcoming blocks and personal development. So if you're interested, just send me a shout in DMs, post a comment, let me know. I'd be glad to help. Hello. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. I love and accept myself. Your self-image is made up of your judgments. It's not the real you. Sit for 10 minutes with this question. What's it like to be me when I'm not judging myself? So true. So many times, we tell ourselves we're this or that. Our past is just a story. Our ego is just a story. Our self-image is a story that we cling to. Filled with guilt, remorse, doubt, and judgment. We don't need any of these things. These things do not serve us. The real you exists deep within you. The real you knows what to do. The real you is loving, kind, and grateful. It's always here. It's always ready, to guide you and to propel you towards whatever future you want to create. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget the power within yourself. What's it like to be me when I'm not judging myself? That's a question we all deserve to answer. I say yes to being a better receiver. When you are willing to receive, a gift appears. Absolutely. So many times we get signs from the universe, we get messages and we ignore them, or we talk ourselves out of believing them or following up on them. if we just follow our heart, follow our guidance, gifts appear so often, and it's overwhelming oftentimes how magnificent these gifts are, and they come in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. All you have to do is allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to listen. Cultivate some stillness, cultivate some silence. Presents huge opportunities for enormous personal growth. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Please hit the like button, send me some comments, ask me some questions. I'm also available for more in-depth readings. Just DM me. Ooh, what we have here. We have some Witches Tarot cards. Oh, that's our friend, the Hermit. He popped out earlier. I love these cards. So beautiful. The artwork and the design. Then they've got the moons on the back. Reading. Oh, yeah. You want to book a reading? I do a 7-card spread. It's super effective. Very insightful. And also just pull a card for you right here, right now, if you have a question. But if you want to get more in depth, I definitely recommend the 7-card spread. It really, really is highly illuminating. If you've never had one before, I think you'd be surprised at how much you can learn from it. Thank you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. What's that? Strength. The Lion. The Leo card. You can see she's sitting here with this huge lion. Not even worried about it. Got the roses. I love strength. It's my horoscope card. This one's a lot of fun. This must be your card. Misty. I think it says Misty. Sideways. I have trouble reading sideways. Strength. Is that relevant to you today? Is strength something you can use today to empower yourself? Isn't he cute? That lion. Oh my gosh, I love him. What does that mean? It's hard to say without a larger context. That's why I like to do the 7-card spread. I don't know what the strength means by itself to you. It's all about context. That's why I like the 7, because you get quite a bit more context. Even like it starts with past, present, future, problem, solution, other people involved, blocks. I had a lot of strength. I believe it. That's awesome. Tap into that. Use that. That's what it's all about. Inner strength. We all have it. We just sometimes have to develop and cultivate it a little bit. Sometimes we're weak and weary from everything the world throws at us, and that's okay, but we can reclaim our strength. It's pretty simple. We just have to sit down and take time for ourselves. Sometimes that's hard in today's world, but it's so valuable. Just bought your first card set. That's awesome. I am a Leo. The Lion. Fixed fire. The Hearth. It's pretty funny. Today my strength has accumulated me a job. Whoa, that's awesome. Good for you. Oh, you're Leo too? Beautiful. That could be it. Very well could be it. Do you mean your physical strength or mental strength? I'm just curious. Taurus here. My wife is Taurus. People say that's a bad combination sometimes, and we have been at times. But, it's all good now. We've been together for 9 years and just got married last December. So, making it work. Congratulations on your job. Absolutely. Oh, your strength job-wise. Nice. I love it. That's awesome. Congratulations. I hope it goes great for you. I'm sure it will. even if you don't stay there forever, I'm sure that the lessons are going to be valuable. It's going to be a valuable, great time for growth and development. So congratulations. Hope it goes great. Claiming that positive energy, absolutely. It is all yours. Leo and Taurus are awesome. They have a strong and funny relationship usually. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of up here and she keeps me grounded with her earth sign when they're mad. Yeah, it's not great when we're mad. Lion and bull. Yep. Yeah, you said it. The animal correspondences crack me up. They're always so true. People aren't always willing to admit to them. Is also a pretty funny aspect of that to me that I enjoy. But yeah, they're usually so relevant and so true. Like my dad's Cancer. He's the crab. He's a total crab. He's very emotional, but he's also very guarded. It's just classic Cancer. I don't think he even believes in astrology or horoscopes, but he should. Rebel relationship. My friends are like that. Yeah. Always fun. Absolutely. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Got to keep it fun. You got to keep positive vibes flowing and make sure you are having fun together. If not, any relationship stagnates. Sometimes she's too much fun for me. Like, I'm trying to be serious, and then and she's making jokes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I just have to laugh, and I'm like, thank you. I was probably being too serious, and you knocked me off of that. So, do I know much about Geminis? Seems like really two different people when they feel things. I don't know that many Geminis, like, in my personal life, I don't believe. I don't think any of my close friends are Gemini. But that makes a lot of sense, being the twin and having two sides of personality. Gemini's fun, I think, to be with until you piss them off. That's hilarious. Dynamic and goofy. Yeah. Or dramatic. Dramatic and goofy. Reading sideways is fun. Sometimes you can't be serious. I need more of that. I need to be able to relax, but I feel like I've been too relaxed for too long, so now it's time for me to be more serious, but I still know how to have fun. And I don't know. Different people would debate on the seriousness aspect for sure. Some people would probably argue I need to get serious. Always smiles. Yep. That's on point. Absolutely. It's funny how different the world is when you smile, When you go out and you put a smile on your face, like the world smiles back. I know that's like a cliche or whatever. When you smile, the world smiles back, but it's so true. It is so true. It's all about our perspective and our projections. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't get along with Capricorn. Positive out of the strength, but when we roar, it's so loud. Yeah, absolutely. It's like very little patience, I feel like, is the Leo quality. When I get upset, and especially when I feel like I know I'm right or have like a righteousness, there's like this heart of the lion that just has no patience for for anything that stands in the way. It's like this fiery, righteous energy, and I'm sure it's a lot to deal with sometimes. But we're out there just trying to do our best. We got good hearts, absolutely. Heart of the lion. I'm just shuffling at this point and talking to you guys. If anybody has a question, I'm glad to answer. Can I walk you through the cards? You got a light worker set, and there's only 44 cards. Sets to draw. Yeah, that's what this one is. Is this That's awesome, by the way, the Lightworker set. That sounds way cool. This is Life Loves You by Louise Hay and Robert Holden. Louise Hay was a great woman, a great mentor. She started Hay House, which is a wonderful organization, and it's like an oracle deck. I love this card. I express my gratitude. Make gratitude your spiritual practice today. Start with good morning, bed. Thank you for being so comfortable. I love you. It's hard to read backwards. The more you express gratitude, the more you will find to be grateful for. Yeah, I love this practice, just waking up and telling everything I love it. A great way to start the day. But yeah, these are Life Loves You, like affirmations. It's a 52 card deck. Tarot is 78. It's divided into 4 suits, cups, wands. Well, it depends on the deck, actually. Some use pentacles, some use discs, some use coins, but it's cups, wands, swords, and pentacles, or coins, or whatever you want to call it. Circles. And that's the minor arcana, and that's based on that's similar to our regular deck of playing cards with the 4 suits. There's argument about which came first or which inspired which, but it's set up similar. So that makes up the second part of the deck. The first part of the deck is made up by the major arcana, which are numbered cards. You'll see this one's 15, the shadow side, which in some decks is the devil, but they took out the devil from this deck. The witches don't really agree with the concept a lot of the time. So the major arcana is what starts it out. That's where the Fool is, and it tells your story. It's basically a story in picture format, starting with the Fool. You can see him beginning his journey. Daily drawing from Tarot. Nice. Yeah, he's starting his journey here. Drawing one card is good, but like really, when you start doing spreads, you can get so much more. Beautiful thing. Innocence, the start of a journey. A lot of fun. Spreads, that's the word. Yeah, the spreads are really a lot of fun, and like spooky even. I'd be glad to do a reading for you sometime if you're interested. I love doing like a 7-card spread. It's my favorite. I probably already said that before, but highly recommended, highly insightful. What's this? Queen of Swords. Had to take a moment with that and see her intuitive mental acuity, sharpness. I love all the blue in that card. It's a really beautiful card. I think that's lavender she's got in her lap, which is also one of my favorite scents. How do you read them all together? Well, it's like it tells a story. There's a format, like the first 3 are past, present, future. Then the rest are like what got you here, obstacles you may face, a person who's standing in, or people who are affecting the situation, and then the final outcome. So it really just brings it all together in a much more clear and descriptive way. Intuition is off the radar lately. Yeah, I think that's everyone. There's like this huge shift going on, a big awakening process. It's been fucking insane. Honestly, Aquarius season especially was insane. Aquarius is the water bringer, and I was like crying every day in Aquarius season. Not because I was sad necessarily, just sometimes tears of joy, sometimes sadness, and sometimes both at the same time. It was wild. It was a really transformative emotional energy really that came forth in Aquarius season. I'm kind of glad that it's over and we're into Pisces and moving into spring with Aries, so I couldn't handle the intensity of Aquarius anymore. Did you guys Did you guys have a good day the other day on 222 with that portal? Speaking of intuition, gosh, that was a strong portal the other day. I'd kind of been going through a little funk, I guess I would say. And then when all that happened, it kind of helped me reconnect in a big way, so that was a blessing. The Lovers. You can see the angel up there guiding the Lovers. That's a pretty self-explanatory card. And that's why the Major Arcana is so useful. The Major Arcana is like the what or the who, and then the Minor Arcana is like the how, the details, you know. Ace of Wands. It's a beautiful card with the Hawthorn wands, and it's like a monarch butterfly there. Wow. Wow, that card to me represents like a lot of spiritual development, new initiatory, spiritual kind of mystical fire energy being born. And that's like kind of like what you just said with your intuition being off the radar lately, like it was a new birth of divine energy, divine inspiration. That's awesome. I love the aces. They're such an initiatory, new, exciting, energizing type of energy. Love the ace. Have you been intuitive for long, or like is it just now starting to awaken in a serious way? I think a lot of people, since the pandemic started especially, have been forced to go inward a lot more, and that's really, expedited the awakening that we're experiencing on a global level. It's insane. You can hear it in pop culture, you can see it on the internet, obviously. So sorry, I got a call, I'm back. Oh, no problem. I said a bunch of stuff. I pulled the Ace of Wands, which was saying it's like a new energy, a new spiritual divine energy, which I felt like related to your intuition increasing, like you just mentioned, because the wands is the fire suit, so it represents fire energy. Fire is the closest thing to source, to divinity, and that's just like spoke to me in a big way about your intuition awakening. And I was speaking about how I think that's a global phenomenon that we're experiencing right now. I think all the external factors we've been faced with have really perpetuated a rapid advancement into a new state of consciousness. I mean, it's apparent. I made a video yesterday for the first time. I saw orbs flying in my video. Holy shit. Wow, that's wild. Did you see them from your regular eyesight in the world, or did you just see them later on in the video? That's so cool. I kept the video because I didn't know what it meant. I hope it isn't lit. That's hilarious. I took a cold shower yesterday, and it was like intense cold. It was right after I heard that Russia had invaded Ukraine, and all my friends are talking about like World War. I think I did. I mean, that was pretty much it. Go back and tell me. Just the Ace of Wands is the main thing. It really spoke to me about your intuitive awakening that you've been experiencing. The source of divine energy, the beginning of that projecting and manifesting in your life. Your consciousness expanding. That's so awesome. My latest one, it freaked me out. I saw stuff flying around. It felt so much strong energy. Wow, that's amazing. Sometimes the energies are overwhelming. A lot of time in yoga, I feel so much energy flowing through me, it's hard to contain. But then, once I get it kind of integrated, there's this major release that feels so, so good. I feel so much draw pulling me into the cards. Yeah, absolutely. They have a way of doing that. These cards especially, I think. I mean, the weight deck is way cool too. I love the weight deck. And the deck that I began with was the Thoth deck, which is like the most complicated deck. And I think that's just my personality. I don't like things to be simple sometimes. I like them to be complicated. Oh my God, yoga is amazing. Yoga and meditation really changed my life. And if you're going through kind of an intuitive awakening, a new, phase of your development, it can help so much. Yoga teaches us to like follow our hearts, and literally it got to the point where I would go outside or I'd go to the grocery store and like, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I just follow my heart. Like in Donnie Darko, if you've ever seen where the orbs come out of their chest and they're following them around and that's what's leading them. That's what yoga teaches us, is to like move without thinking in a way, and then to be able to like listen to your body in a big way. So then you can literally follow it. And like every time I go outside and I'm going for a walk, I don't know where I'm going, and I'll just be pulled in a direction. And if I listen to my heart and I follow that direction instead of saying, oh no, I don't want to go that way, or that way is blah, 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 I'll just go that way and like find something cool almost every time, or like run into someone and have an experience or a conversation. And I'm like, oh, that's why I went that way. The universe wanted me to go that way, to talk to this person or to find this thing or to discover this location or... Yeah. Okay, looks, I felt things before they happened. Since I was 13. I feel things, a feeling. Yeah. Nice. I did that when I went to the store. I felt I was supposed to. Yeah, it's an awesome way to buy groceries. Don't have a list, don't have a plan. Just go and follow your heart and get what it picks. It's way different. But last time I did it, it was good. I was happy with the result. I'm usually actually blown away by the result. I did that when I went to the... Oh, that's the last comment. I already read that. Oh, that's an awesome card. 9 of Cups. They say is like the ultimate pip card, but really I like the 10 better. This is sometimes called the Wish card. In this deck, it's a little different than the Rider deck. It's this is more a celebration theme. In this card, you can see the cornucopia basically, and the cups all set out on the table like she's preparing for company, for a feast, for a party, a celebration. This is a card that's very indicative of a celebration or a gathering. It went away. Wait, strong change before I had my son. Found out I was pregnant with him. Then it went away. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Is there a way to get a message from someone who passed? I am not a medium. My wife is like a medium. I mean, the cards, I feel like, can always give us a message. She's more tapped into that energy. Like, she has dreams and visions and specific voices that tell her certain things about people. But I don't know if she can do it on command. I'd say you could always ask the cards for a message and get a message, but I am not a medium per se. I can channel. I've done some channeling. I'm learning a lot more about channeling. My problem is, like, I talk myself out of it. I'm like blown away by it. And I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm seeing or hearing this right now. And then it goes away. Wondering my thing because I can feel land like a good vibe or something isn't right there. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we gotta trust that too. We usually know about people when we first meet them, you know? That's the crazy thing. It's not crazy, but it's impressive. It's neat. I definitely have that too. A very strong sense when I just meet someone. We were watching this silly show on Netflix last night. It's like Murderville, and they try to pick a murder victim, and there's 3 people they go talk to. It's a comedy. It's Will Arnett and Conan O'Brien's in it. Anyway, there's 3 suspects, and you have some clues, and they went through the first suspect. I said, no, I don't think it's him. But he had a lot of clues that lined up that it could be him. They met the second lady, and as soon as I saw the lady, I was like, it's her. I know it's her. Guess who it ended up being? It was her. I don't know why, but we just, sometimes as soon as we see someone, especially if we connect with them in real life and can feel the energy. I mean, it's all energy. We're all energy. We're not as solid as we think. If we get to looking at our cells, what we're actually made of under a microscope, we're all energy. So when we're acting, when we're speaking, when we're doing, we're just energy in motion. We're not, my name is Drew, but I'm not Drew. That's a reference point that people use to refer to me. That doesn't serve me, that serves others when they want to talk about me or describe me or have a sense of connection to me. They use my name, but name is not who I am. That past, that story is not who I am. What I am is energy. What I am is source energy. What we all are is source energy, and that's why you can feel that, because we are all connected. It's just ether. It's ether is a lost concept in physics that people are now revisiting, especially in the quantum world. So, the reason you can feel that energy is because we all are that energy. And we talk ourselves out of it because that's how we've been conditioned, we've been indoctrinated, we've been kept small. We've been told that we are small to prevent us from fulfilling our purpose, to enslave us or use us or keep us down. And we're beginning to awaken and realize that I'm not that. I am something much bigger than that. And it sounds like what you're experiencing. We never die. No, we don't die. No. Our minds can't handle the knowing of all. We battle ourselves too much. Yeah, absolutely. That's why the heart is so important. We have to get out of our mind and into our heart. And that's, when we can really, really begin to learn and grow. And that's why forgiveness is so, so important, because if our heart is harboring guilt, resentment, judgment, even hatred, bitterness, any of these things, then we can't know ourselves through our heart. And we can't know anything else through our heart. And we have to listen to that. We have to listen to that voice. So many times we're told not to, and that we're wrong, or that it's bad, or, foolish or silly, or any of these things. And, if we let our heart guide us, then miracles will happen. Miracles will occur. It's all about connecting from the crown chakra, the 7th chakra, which is, your third eye is here. So the crown is here. The crown is in the ether. It's coming from the heavens. It's divinity. It's everything integrated. It's connectedness. Our third eye is how we perceive that. And then we bring that down into our heart, and that's what connects it to our lower chakras. The solar plexus, the root, the sacral chakra, that deal with more material, earthy, concrete, tangible, what we call reality. The heart is the bridge. The heart is the middle chakra. It's the 4th out of 7. So you've got the 3 above and the 3 below. And the heart is really what integrates the knowledge from the crown to the root. So it brings those lessons that are out there for all of us to receive into this concrete reality of matter. And it's so important. And yes, we can't perceive it with our minds. Our minds get in our own way. They confuse us. They limit us in a lot of ways. We're the only creatures who can remember our past and plan with the future. I mean, people remember things, but not like the way that we do. A dog can't tell you a story about when it was, a puppy. It might remember that something happened when it was a puppy that makes it feel a certain way, but it's just a different, I don't know that they project, I don't think, the way I understand, they project to that place in the past like we do. We go back to the past and we live in the past and we punish ourselves over and over for the past. And, we get stuck there even. And we're definitely the only creatures that plan, that look to the future and that plan. So that ability right there is like both our greatest strength and our greatest weakness. That's what keeps us from being in the moment, is worrying about tomorrow, worrying about the past, being all different places except here. And that's where the heart comes in a big way. So fun. Thank you so much for all your comments and the dialogue. It's truly a blessing. I put the cards aside and just enjoy talking. When I had a big awakening, it was like I was talking to everybody, especially my friends and family, and they were like, okay, you got to stop talking now. You're freaking me out. They basically all said I was insane, which I'm like, I feel like I'm more eloquent and, expressive and creative and productive and energetic and healthy than I've ever been. And you're questioning my mental health, but it's no. They say what I say makes them think about things about themselves that make them uncomfortable. So I've been doing that just got out of depression, thinking about the past. Being present is key. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're awesome. I feel it. You have already helped me. Oh, I haven't talked to no one about much. Wow. I have goosebumps. You can see them. That's all I want to do. I just want to help. And I try to help my family and friends, and they call me crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'll go talk to people who are more on the wavelength, who can pick up what I'm trying to put down. So thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thank you. Did that earlier. Goosebumps. Thank you. Thank you. Insane energy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Just connecting. We're all one. We really are. It's the only thing that makes all this possible. I studied so many religions, so many philosophies, and all these things, and then I let go of all that, and I gave up on everything I was using. I got rid of all of the old me, and that's when it was like, I got all these channels, these downloads, this guidance, and I followed that guidance, and that's what's brought me here. And it's just such a blessing. Thank you for being here. Exactly. That's what I had to realize, and it was hard for me because they were like my family and friends, and I'm like, I can help you. I can help. Whatever it is, I can help. And they're like, no, we don't want your help. And I'm like, but I fucking want you to get better because I love you. I want you to be better. But I'm like, okay, you can't force that. Even no matter how much you love somebody, sometimes you just have to let that go, and they'll be ready for the message in their own time. I can't force it on them. So, yeah, that was a hard thing with my awakening. Honestly, I'm like, I felt so much better, and I wanted everybody I knew who I loved who was hurting to feel better. And it ended up just making them and me feel so much worse. It derailed me for like a week or 10 days. I went through what you said you went through, where it stopped, all your intuition and feeling stopped. I just went inside myself in my shell, and I was not happy, and I was like, why are the people I love hurting me so much? And I'm just trying to help them. And then I had to just adjust and integrate and learn and let go, and now it's better. We have better conversations and stuff, and it's all about boundaries. I had to establish some boundaries once I got hit with all this newness and this new quality of information, of communication. Wow. I dedicate today to love. Notice how wonderful life can be when you approach each day with an attitude of love. Metaphysical. Do you believe in the physical and oh yeah, 100%. Yes, very, very metaphysical. Yeah, that was the big revelation too. Is being like, okay, so this is a dream. It's really funny. I try to get into astral travel, astral projection, and my wife got me a book on astral projection, and I got stones to hold. Blue agate. Where's my blue agate? Oh, they must be in my yoga room. They're in my other room. So I have these like blue agate stones I was carrying around and asking myself all the time, is this a dream? Because I heard that's a good way to astral project. Your husband thinks you're cuckoo. My wife is the only one who believes me, who like knows that there's something to this energy and it's not, I'm losing my mind. She knows that I'm onto something because she can feel it, and she knows that I feel it. And fortunately, it's the one person that I can confide in throughout all this. But at the same time, it's caused us, a lot of financial uncertainty, and we've been through a move, and she's switching careers, and I'm switching careers and starting a new business, and some uncertain, some stressful times for sure. But she knows she's spiritual, she's very connected, but she gets concerned. She's that earth sign, so she gets wrapped up in earthy material things and worries about the future and worries about paying rent, which you gotta pay rent. Yeah, it's important, but I don't know what to get or where. I'm afraid to get the wrong one. There is no wrong crystal, I don't believe. That's the beautiful thing about crystals. None of them will hurt you. They're all that's what I got going on now. And I have a grid in the other room. I'm all plugged up. Or I would try to go in there and show you, but doing crystal grids is fun too. And that's sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's all about intention. Crystals are largely about intention. So how do you know what they mean? I don't, all of them. This is my wife's. I don't even know what that one is. This is lapis lazuli. I'm probably saying that wrong, but this is a very intuitive, psychic development stone. Also, the pyramids are very, very strong. Got a couple obelisks, which is also a great shape, but I think that's fluorite. That looks like fluorite to me. This is a raw fluorite. I love that one. It's really pretty. Got rose quartz. These are both rose quartz, and that's for heart chakra healing. This is amethyst. Amethyst is really good for emotions, curing past trauma, that kind of thing. This is tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is really good for manifesting more earthy money, just being down to earth, grounding kind of thing. Tiger's eye. I used to take this to work when I worked. I was working as a doorman at a club and kicking people out and checking IDs and all that, maintaining order or whatever, or some semblance thereof. And people were crazy and drunk and assholes, and I would take this to work, and every time I'd take it, I would have a good day. I'd just be grounded. I'd be okay. I'd be centered. Tiger's eye is one of my favorites. I'm actually wearing a tiger's eye bracelet right now too, that my dad gave me. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. Yeah, inner child healing is major. Um, that's what got me like to this point is through meditation. I was able to go back and look at some things that I did when I was a child that I still carried around trauma from, or guilt from, or even just embarrassment from. Um, and I just went back. That's the beautiful thing about the metaphysical aspect. And, time is not the way we think it is, too. We can change the past through our perception. And that sounds, whoa, like you can't time travel. Like, okay, no, I can't go back and touch my 13-year-old self, or like, hey, what are you doing? But like, I can be with him. I can be with him in meditation and say, this thing that you did that you were ashamed of, or that you were embarrassed of, or feel guilty about, or that has shaped your life for the past 22 years, like you don't have to feel that way about it. Think about the lessons you've learned, at what could have been different. So often we think about what could have been, and we don't realize what is. Like if we say you take a wrong turn or something, or go a way that's longer to get to work. Maybe if you hadn't taken that wrong turn, you could have had an accident, or you could have hit someone, or, who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Like, if we had gone the other way. And so often we think we know, but we really don't know. We don't know. And what we can do is like see the lessons that we are able to learn in this life, and instead of being resentful of whatever that choice was or that experience was, then we can be grateful and say, oh, I learned this. I could have avoided any number of bad things that, I got distracted by comments. Connect me to a better place so I'm not so bitter to others. I've already come a long way. Yep, it's all in your mind. Mind the meaning of it. That gives you relief, and show yourself love. I believe everything happens for a reason. Have that tattooed on my arm. Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, there's so many things I used to be angry about. Like I wanted to be a musician, and I was pretty good at musician stuff and writing songs and playing and getting people into it and doing shows, and I always resented not making it as a musician. And then I realized, like, I would not want to be a famous musician. I would not want to go out and not be able to shop for carrots or guacamole or whatever it is, celery, in peace, and be bothered and be hounded and be like have people pay attention to me all the time. I don't even want that for my life. I can't imagine my life being that way. Hello, thanks for stopping in. And now we have 3 dogs, 6 cats. We bought a house. We're pretty stationary. I can't imagine being on tour and being in hotel rooms every night. That's not the life I would want for myself. I like being here, close to my family, close to nature, with my animals, with my wife, instead of like a different woman every night. Like some people are into that, some people want that, but I feel like that's misguided, because that's not really a real connection that you're making at that point. I wanted to be a musician because I wanted people to think I was cool or talented, or adoration or whatever, attention. And I'm like, I don't know why I wanted any of those things. That's also a trap. That's a limitation. It's don't know if you could handle the fame. Yeah. It's not something. I just grew up and I loved guitar, and I loved playing guitar, and I said, oh, this is my favorite thing to do. I want to do this professionally. And then like once I got to thinking about the lifestyle, I'm like, no, that's not really the lifestyle that I want for myself. And like, now I can be here and I can talk to you all, and I can try to help and connect and share what I've learned and everything. And like, I don't know. Sure, I mean, I'm sure some musicians, some celebrities do a lot to give back and to share and to help the community and to connect with people, but a lot of the time they don't because they can't, because they have that the price of fame or whatever. And yes, nature, absolutely. Forest, yeah. Water, yeah. We've got a bunch of creeks here, and I love to just go out and hear the creeks and feel the forest. I mean, it changes. It's a very noticeable change. So yeah, whoa, I just got tired. That's the crazy thing too about all this, light work, energetic healing, whatever you want to call it. It's exhausting, but it's also energizing. Like, I'll sleep 4 hours a night and 5 hours and like wake up and just be charged and ready to go and can't go back to sleep. Like, oh, I've got stuff to do. I've got so many connections to make, so many things, goals, just so many thoughts, and it's crazy. It's a whole new life, a whole new paradigm is a great word, I think, for it. Okay. You have a good day. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you for your kind words and your comments and your conversation. It's been beautiful. It's been enlightening. So thank you so much. Please stay in touch. Let me know how your journey goes. I've been working through this myself, so like I'm glad to help. Absolutely. I will see you again. Best of luck. Hope your family is well, and best of luck on your journey. Check in soon. Let me know how it's going. Have a wonderful day and be blessed. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. We were doing tarot cards and oracle cards, and then started talking a whole lot, so got away from the cards. So, and it's all going bad. It's all going wrong. Actually, that's weird. Oh, maybe Kylo. He howls at sirens. He thinks. Oh, this is great. They think. They think. Okay, it's okay, boys. It's okay, boys. Lucas, that's enough. Hey, can you stop? All right, I'm gonna spray you. Now you're barking. They think sirens are dogs howling. Can you stop? Don't do that, buddy. That's enough. Thank you. Yeah, they think. I'm trying to tell these people about you. Can you stop barking? They think sirens are dogs howling, so they howl back. They hadn't done that in a long time, but it's like the cutest thing. I love it. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks for spending time. Sorry for the dog craziness, but I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a special treat. I love when Kylo howls at sirens. I used to be able to play a siren noise on YouTube and make Kylo howl because he thought it was another dog, but like he got wise to that or something, so he doesn't howl as much anymore. But yeah, something they do. Thank you guys for stopping in. Please hit the like button. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get this conversation elevated. My good friend just left, and she was really keeping the conversation going. So you guys are going to have to step up, or I'll just pull cards, and you can watch me. Whatever you want to do. It's your show. I'm just glad to be a part of it. So, Let's do a Life Loves You card. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Carry this thought with you today and notice the effect on you and on others. It really does make a difference, guys. And when you love yourself and when you care about yourself and you allow yourself to be loved and feel loved, it's a whole different perspective on the world. A beautiful perspective that opens so many doors, and that's all I really want for anyone in this stream. And if you're seeing that today, that's the message you're supposed to be seeing. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Thank you guys for joining. Please hit the like button. Tap the screen. Let's get more people in here. Doing some reading. My chair's a little too tall, so I have to bend down awkwardly. Oh, what was that? I am loved and supported by life. Notice all the ways you're being supported. Complete this sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by. Life is supporting me by. Life is supporting me by giving me a warm, dry place to stay inside, out of the rain. Yeah, life is supporting me by giving me good friends to interact with and spend time with this afternoon. Life is supporting me through all these messages and affirmations that I am blessed to receive. I allow myself to be a better receiver. That was a card we drew earlier. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Hit the like button, share the stream. Let's get some folks in here. Let's get this conversation started. Ask me a question. Or just say, hey, tell me where you're from. Tell me how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Page of Cups. Page of Cups represents a new endeavor, bringing forth a new study. She's basically a student. The Page, she's a young girl. You can see she's got the fish in the cup, which represents manifestation. Represents it almost as if the fish appeared just out of thin air in that cup. It's definitely a form of magic. Cups represents intuition, emotion. Looky boy, you be good? Can you be good? You be a good boy. I love you. Luke likes the Page of Cups. Big fan. He's a big fan of that card. Queen of Swords, once again. I'm going to read about the Queen of Swords. Let's see. I know what I said about it earlier, so now let's see what the author has to say. Ellen Dugan, this is the Witch's Tarot. That's the Page, that's the Knight, and here she is, the Queen. The Queen of Swords is a brown-haired woman with fair to hazel eyes. She is clever and ingenious, with a dry wit and razor tongue. When this card breezes into a reading, it can herald a time when you need to pay attention to your own instincts and intuition. New ideas are blowing in. It may be time to try something new. This card classically represents an air sign woman. a woman who is career-oriented, honest, focused and successful in whatever she sets out to do. She may be sarcastic at times, but she is smart, blunt, and determined. She will rule her home and family with the same ruthless organization she applies to her career. Her communication skills are top-notch. She may be a scholar, a writer, or a speaker. Though men are attracted to her for her looks, they tend to back off when they discover how smart and honest the Queen is. She has no time for falsehood or ignorance. The Queen of Swords may represent a woman who is slow to trust others, especially in relationships, and a woman who may prefer to stand on her own. This queen will listen to her head first and logically consider her options before she trusts her heart. Yeah, absolutely. The Queen of Swords. Swords deals with air, with mental, with thought. The Queen of Cups is going to trust her heart. The Queen of Swords is going to trust her judgment. The message from the Queen of Swords is this: assert your independence, stand up for yourself, follow your intuition, and try something new. Keywords: an air sign woman, wisdom, independence, intuition, assertiveness, personal development, walk your talk. Associated elements, we already touched on earlier. Air is the element of swords. The queens are associated with the aspect of water. Water's usually a feminine, creative energy is how that's thought of. So all the queens in the tarot deck will be associated with the element of water, whereas the swords is associated with air. So the two elemental properties at play in this card are water and air. You can see the air. The water here is symbolized by all the blue. Her astrological association is Libra. Balance, judgment, fairness makes a lot of sense. A woman who is closed off her... the reverse is a woman who is closed off her feelings and established very high boundaries. Isolation, gossip, a vindictive woman. You can see that. You can see that sense of isolation even, in the upright card. She's standing on a mountain. She's all alone. Yeah, the queen may be cagey or hesitant or reluctant to love. She may have been hurt before, so she may be a little guarded. Wow, that was really insightful. How are you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in. We're playing with tarot cards and oracle cards and answering questions and talking about crystals and candles and all the things. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Feel free to say hey in the comments. Comment where you're from. Comment how you're doing. Comment if you think my hair looks stupid or if you think my hair looks great. Comment if you want one of these tie-dye shirts. I'm about to start selling them on Etsy. We just started an Etsy store. So yeah, if anybody wants any of these ice dye shirts, look at this shit. Whoa. Isn't that awesome? I did not make them. My mom made them. She's an expert tie-dye. She's not a hippie, but she does hippie things. So yeah, if you guys want one, hit me up. I can make it happen. If you guys have a question, let me know. The cards can answer it, and I can interpret it to the best of my abilities from my own perspective. The cards we're using are Witch's Tarot. You can see the backs there. Real beautiful cards. The Goddess aspect represented there with the crescent moons and the full moon. If no one has any questions, we will continue to draw cards and talk about them. Please like the stream, share if you can. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get this energy up. Here we've got the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles represents completion, represents knowledge, mastery. You can see he's passing this on to these kids. So he could represent like a teacher, a lesson, an instruction, anything like that. Also notice he's really happy to be sharing, to be passing along. This could also even represent an inheritance or a sharing, charity, generosity, taking care, especially of the younger generation. Six of Pentacles. Let's see what the book says about that one. This is in a weird order, but that's okay. A kind gentleman dressed in elegant earth-colored clothes of green and bronze appears to be showering poor children with 6 golden pentacles. Oh, I guess they do look rather poor, don't they? I didn't even pick up on that, but like their clothes are dirty. They're not really kind of homely looking children. You know, they're dull colors, and look at his beautiful, magnificent green. Very ornate. Can you not do that? We have neighbors. It's okay that we have neighbors. They're allowed to be here. Our dogs like the Six of Pentacles. So, this is a card of generosity and of gifts received. The gift is something of value, not necessarily money. The gift may be lending someone a helping hand, your time or your attention, or even sharing your talents. Classically, this is a card of assistance and donations to a worthy cause. This gift may be monetary, or it could be emotional support, a volunteer opportunity, or a way to give back to the community. Another meaning is gladly paying a karmic debt. This card also turns up when a scholarship is on the horizon. Abundant, positive, and prosperous energy is flowing freely at this time. It's an opportune moment for prosperity magic. Keywords: giving and receiving, generosity, freely giving of your time and talents, volunteering or giving back to the community, charity, scholarships, payment of a karmic debt. Prosperity energy is flowing at this time. Reversed is theft, feeling cheated, being swindled, feeling taken advantage of, suspicion of another's motives. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Charity, generosity, giving, helping out, volunteering, scholarships, prosperity energy. Love it. Beautiful card. Six of Pentacles. Thank you guys for joining. Please like the stream, tap the screen, share, comment. Feel free to ask me a question. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Oh wow, 14. Temperance. Check that out. It's a nice card. She's kind of mixing the elements from 2 goblets. It's an alchemical process. You got the rainbow up here. Her beautiful angel wings. And lots of green in that card. You can see the sun shining brightly overhead. She's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land, so it represents a liminal space, a space in between. Let's see what the book says about temperance. 14. This is the Greek goddess of the rainbow, Iris. The temperance card appears in a reading when it is time to be restrained, to be a little more tactful than usual, and to employ some moderation. This major arcana card represents the mixing of different magical elements to create something new, like rain and sunlight to make a rainbow. The Temperance card also stands for the personal alchemy of a spiritual transformation. Now is the time to work on the healing of your spiritual self. This is the perfect occasion to work on finding the correct balance or flow in your magic and your life. Watch for messages from the gods. Keywords: alchemy, restoring equilibrium, moderation, restraint, and tact. Finding your balance. Look for divine messages and work on spiritual healing and transformation. Deity associations: Iris, Hebe, Hebe, Astrological association, Sagittarius. Reversed: behaviors and actions that are out of balance. Addiction. Yeah, so temperance is showing us moderation. It says if it's reversed, it represents addiction. This is why I guess they called it the temperance movement. The thing that created prohibition. Wives especially were finding that their husbands were drinking too much, and so they sought temperance. They wanted to put her back upright and get her alchemy sorted out again. Okay. Does anyone have a question? Anything? Comments? Questions? Not so much. It's 3:37. Let's see what that means. 3:37. You are in a portal of manifestation. Miracles are pouring from you at this time. That's according to Angel Numbers. Kyle Gray, great book. So we're all in a portal of manifestation together. What do we want to manifest? Something to think about. Is this thing changing? Alright guys, I'm getting tired. I need some comments or something to keep me going. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Say hey at least. Come on. The Tower. The Tower represents rebirth. Represents a new paradigm. Sometimes destructive, hopefully destructive in the most productive way. People are sometimes freaked out by the Tower as it's kind of an ominous looking card. You can even see people falling or jumping from the Tower, presumably to their death. But with every death is rebirth, and the Tower is something that we've been building for a long time, and maybe it's time for it to come down. This could very well refer to the current paradigm and the current paradigm shift that we're experiencing as a species and as a global community. So, the Tower, not necessarily a scary card. Definitely a card that presents opportunities for change and growth and rebirth and learning. All right. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. Just doing some tarot and oracle cards. Feel free to ask me a question. Here's an oracle card. I am flourishing. Imagine your income expanding easily and effortlessly. Trust that all your material needs are being met by the universe. I am flourishing. Feel free to ask a question, make a comment, say hey, tell me where you're from, how you're doing today. I just pulled the Tower and was talking a little about the Tower card. I'm going to see what the book has to say about the Tower card. Tower card is all about a shocking revelation or an event that forever changes the way you see yourself and the people around you. This is not necessarily a negative thing. Now that all of that built up pressure has been released from the tower, the fire inside will both cleanse and transform it. Shocking secrets are uncovered. You may take a blow to the ego, but you will survive the tumble. Change is coming, and it's going to be dramatic. The spiritual blocks or obstacles you once faced are now removed. What you learn will end up being helpful in the long run. Keywords: change of plans, revelation of secrets, upheaval, a blow to the ego, situations coming to a head, re-evaluation, dramatic change, the removal of blocks in your spiritual path. Deity associations are Mars, Thor, and Zeus. Astrological association is Mars. Reversed, the tower can represent arguments, trauma, frustration, or destruction. Yeah, you can definitely see a destructive element to that card. But hopefully this is referring to destroying something that does not serve us and making room for something better. That's the silver lining of the tower. What have we got? 17, the Star. Check her out. The Star. She's got 1 foot on land, 1 foot in water. You got the ibis bird there, which represents Thoth, which is the founder of Hermeticism, the founder of language. You can see the 7 stars there around the main star. Those represent the 7 primary planets of astrology. In astrology, the sun and moon are considered to be planetary bodies. You're back. Welcome back. Good to see you again. I'm still here. I'm getting tired and hoarse and all that, but I'm still here. Hanging in. I was just looking at different cards and talking about them a little bit and then reading about them a little bit. I've been studying tarot for about 1.5 years now, but it's a lifelong study, so there's always more to learn. So thanks for learning with us, with me, the royal we. The star goddess stands nude at the water's edge. Yeah, she sure is. Very nude. Totally nude. The star is a card of hope, inner peace, creativity, and healing. When this beautiful, tranquil card turns up in a reading, it is a sign that physical and emotional healing is on the way. Have hope, follow your dreams, and your wishes will be granted. This card speaks of inspiration. Your creativity will flow better than ever before. Let it fill you up and see where it leads. The star illustrates a softer, gentler magic and indicates that you will be working successfully with your intuitive gifts. Also, astrological timing is imperative to any magic performed at this time. Keywords are healing, inspiration, intuition, renewal, hope, peace, wishes granted, astrological magic, wisdom, creativity is flowing. Deity associations are the star goddess, Astrea, Venus, Isis, Ishtar, Nuit, and Thoth. Yeah, this is Thoth. It's pretty funny, like those are all women. and then you get to Thoth, the ibis bird at the bottom, which is just representative of knowledge, of wisdom. So that's pretty funny. I like that aspect of that card. Astrological association, Aquarius. Yes, you can see it's very much an Aquarian card with her pouring the water out of the jugs. Aquarius is the water bearer, and that's exactly what she's doing now. You can see the high astrological correspondence with the big star and the 7 primary planets represented by the small stars. and then the water bearer symbolism there. Reverse, the star represents pessimism, delay, doubt, and spiritual blocks. Yeah, absolutely. Spiritual blocks. My sister made me do a dare and go outside, and I was like, it's cold, open the door. I haven't even been outside really except to let the dogs out briefly, and then we came back in pretty quick. It's been raining for like 3 days straight here and pouring the rain. Our garage is flooding. I'm ready for it to be over. So I guess at least it's not raining where you are, but do I think we will get pulled into the conflict, forever freedom? Man, that's a great question. That's really part of why I'm here today, just to try to give people some comfort in a stressful time, on a stressful day. I don't know. I don't think we will. I don't feel that we will. When I heard about it, phone call threw me off. I should be answering these phone calls, but I'm having too much fun talking to you guys. Let me know when you're back. There we go, okay. Do I think 2089 aliens will come? No, I think it will be before 2089. I think we will make contact before 2089. I think that's a little far in the future. I think the aliens are already here, honestly. They just haven't made themselves known yet, but yeah, I think we'll know before 2089. Hey again. Good to see you, Sammy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping in. I think they're already here. Yes, they're absolutely already here. We don't know it, but we do know it. We just can't see them yet in like material form, but we can connect to them. I had an experience in meditation not long ago that blew my mind. I had never had anything like this, and I was sitting meditating, and I guess I did a pretty good job of emptying my mind, and I saw a being, and it was like wearing a red crimson kind of cloak, and I'm not even really good at visualization or that kind of thing. So I'm not good at like making that sort of thing happen for myself. So I definitely feel a connectedness when that happens. So I saw a being. It had a diamond-shaped light coming out of its third eye, a big blue diamond, like radiating white, blue, beautiful light. And it made it hard to make out a lot about the structure of the being physically, but it was like a lizard, no, it was blue. It had blue skin, had a crimson cloak, and this light out of its eye. And I was like, who are you? And it said, I am you. And as soon as I asked the question in my mind, I thought, who are you? I heard, I am you. And I said, okay, I know, because I know we're all connected, I get that. But like, where are you from? And it was like, Andromeda. I was like, okay. And I didn't even know that was like a real planet or a sci-fi thing I had heard somewhere, says it okay. And I was like, I don't think I can maintain this kind of connection. And it was like, yeah, I know, but you're learning and soon you will be able to. And I said, okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your, input. And, I continued on with my meditation. I was like, that was wild, but I got through the rest of my meditation, and I went to look on my phone, and I Googled Andromeda, and like Andromedans came up, and they were all like blue. This thing had like blue skin and the blue light. And just the fact that like the Google image matched up with what I saw in my head, and I didn't have any background in that, was like, oh shit. Okay, so there's something to this. And yeah, absolutely. Some people are more practiced and more open to communication, and they get, a lot deeper channelings, a lot more descriptive and stuff like that. But just to have that experience was like really opened up a lot of new doors of possibility and showed me a whole other side of reality, you know? Yeah, it was amazing. It was, would have lost my mind. There would have been no calm for me after that. Well, luckily, I've already lost my mind a few times, but I keep finding it. So, yeah. The only thing that happened with me is like I got excited. I was like, I'd wanted it to happen. I mean, I thought about channeling and been like, oh, that's cool. I wish I could, talk to beings who knew more than me and learn from them and apply their wisdom to this kind of fucked up world we're in right now and try to help and bring some peace and clarity and calm to people. And then like let a lot of that go. Like that's the funny thing is when I quit focusing on having an experience is when I had an experience. So, hey Tanya, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Forever Freedom. It was it really changed my paradigm. I was taking a test that can guess you, and it said, "Are you alone?" I don't think we're ever really alone. That's the catch. Yeah, it was something else. Oh, just thinking about it gives me a feeling for sure. And I had a couple other experiences, and that was all during January, during Aquarius season, and I've been doing a lot of fasting and like abstinence and like a lot of like purification and alignment of my body and my chakras and all my energetic systems and stuff. And the crazy thing about that forever is I was talking about the tantric thing and like, it was getting to be a little overwhelming for me. I felt a little stressed. I'm like, oh, I need release. And then my higher self said, no, wait, another day or two. And I was like, oh, I don't want to, but okay. I mean, I hear you. I'm listening. And that's when I sat down to meditation, and that's when I had that experience. So, like, through listening to my higher self, whole new doors of perception and third eye opening really came through in a major way. So, a screeching sound from my room, so I walked in, but there was nothing there, and that's it. Oh, wow. What test were you taking that asked you if you were alone? Oh, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. I had some earlier and we lost some momentum on the stream, but now we've got more people back. So glad to see you all. Thanks for spending time with me and with us and just hanging out. It's really a blessing. So thank you for the rose. It was like a game. Oh, it was a game. Was that your granny game that asked you if you're alone? Divination is an abomination to God, taking money for false lies. Don't turn to psychics or mediums. Okay. Yeah, I have Jesus in my heart too, bro. Kangaroo. That's how I got to the point I'm at, only through forgiving myself. Hopefully you'll be able to forgive yourself, because obviously you got some kind of blocks here. I love you. Thank you for your comment. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't feel like it's an abomination to God. The dogs don't feel like it's an abomination either. Apparently. Dogs, can you be good? Thank you. I love you. I do appreciate your comment. I really do. It's all about different opinion and different perspective, and I don't think we should say what's an abomination to God and what's not. I think that's for God to decide, and we're all on our different paths, and they all hopefully lead us to the same place, which is peace and understanding. So they scared you. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm so used to them. I apologize for their outburst, but we had a really funny moment earlier where an ambulance went by, and I was like, oh, that's not good. There's rarely, we kind of live out in the country and don't hear a lot of ambulances. So anytime I do, I'm worried about my neighbors and my community and my, neighborhood here. But then, like, the dogs started howling at the sirens, and I loved it. It was adorable. Thank you, Forever Freedom. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thanks for being here and your comments and your questions, and love getting to talk to you and hope to do it again soon. Hope you have a great day at work. Be blessed, my friend. God made everyone the way they are for a reason. That's right. That's absolutely right. We're all playing our part, you know? Absolutely. Game is called The Test.exe. So it's not Granny, it's a different game. The Test. That's wild. Oh, yeah. But yeah, dog outbursts, tarot, affirmations. The rain has stopped, so it's a beautiful day. Thank you guys for spending it with me. I really appreciate that. I'm blessed to be here and to get to spend time and share with you some of the things I've been through, which have been interesting to say the least. I come from a skeptical background. I was raised in a church, Baptist church, and very, very limiting beliefs in a lot of ways were instilled in me from, education and indoctrination and other things. And then to have some of these experiences has really been an eye-opener. So 4 feet of snow. Oh, I'm jealous. We haven't gotten a good snow all year. We're in Tennessee. And I've been just wishing all year that we would get one good snow, and I don't think it's going to happen this year, unfortunately. So you enjoy it for me. 4 feet. I hope you still have power. That's a hell of a lot of snow. I would totally go out and make a snowman. My dogs would be loving it. They love the snow. Sorry you guys didn't get to hear him howl at the ambulance. That was a nice moment. They were all three howling. When Kylo, my little dog, was a puppy, he would howl at if I would turn an ambulance sound on YouTube. He would howl at the TV. It was great. So I could do it on command, but then he wised up to that. He won't really do it anymore. It got deleted. Wonder why it got deleted. That's weird. Got banned from the App Store, huh? Oh, this is a good card. I trust my inner ding. Sammy, where are you that you have 4 feet of snow all the time? I'm pretty jealous. You were born with an inner knowing, what Louise calls your inner ding. Listen to it and let it guide your actions. The author of these cards was Louise Hay. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul, a great mentor and a great teacher. Man, I knew you were going to say Canada. Oh, you're so lucky. Canada gets all the good snow. I know Alaska, is a great place for snow, but I don't think my wife is going to let me move us to Alaska, even though they pay you to live there. Probably because it was creepy. It must have been super creepy then, if it was creepy enough for them to delete it. I mean, there's probably something to that. I followed this one TikTok channel called Creepy Facts or something the other day, and it said there's an idea that there is no such thing as mental illness, that it's a conspiracy theory to mentally ill people see the world as it really is, and the idea of mental illness is a conspiracy theory to keep people from knowing the truth. And the more and more we realize how connected we all are, and the more and more we become open to channeling and mediumship and energetic concepts and metaphysics and quantum physics and, the multiverse and things like this, the more we realize that, like, all is mind, as above, so below is absolutely true. And these, like, crazy people, mentally ill people who saw the world in a different way, they were outside the matrix. They were seeing the real world. So that's a pretty scary thought. So yeah, I'd say there might be something to that. Some things are too creepy for mainstream society to digest at this point. It's just a matter of opening and stripping away and becoming more ready to receive. We just have to you have to approach it from a place of love too. That's a big thing. We have so much fear-based conditioning and so much fear built up that it's hard to live in that, because when you're in that, you can manifest things way quicker. So like if you have a lot of fears and you're scared of spiders, you could manifest huge spider, in theory, and then that's not good. So we really have to get ourselves aligned, I think, to be able to access these higher dimensions of consciousness. And that begins with learning to love ourselves and forgive ourselves, and that extends out into then loving everyone else, loving our neighbor, loving our community, being able to share that love. When we feel love for ourselves, don't say that, no spiders. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why we have to be careful. I open my mind and say yes to life. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness, healing, prosperity, success, and love. And that's so true. So often, the things that hold us back and hold us down are our own limiting beliefs. And, we can blame others and we can project, but before we do that, we really have to take time and heal ourselves. And then we can get beyond blaming and see that, okay, this person who I thought was a challenge, or who I thought was so difficult, or a dense ego, is here to teach me a lesson. We're all just reflections of the same source. We're all a holographic projection, reflection of the same divinity, the same source energy. So once we learn to accept that, we can see that, just as we have conflicting thoughts within our mind, we may have conflicting people within our sphere of reality, and instead of feeling animosity toward them, we can feel gratitude toward them for teaching us lessons that maybe we didn't want to learn or didn't want to teach ourselves. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for stopping back in. Always glad to talk to you. I love it. I love, doing live more. And yeah, he's growly. I don't know. Hang on. Are you okay? Oh, I tried to flip around, but let's ask him. Luke, are you okay? He's like Eeyore. He's real emo. Very emo dog. I feel I have a huge change coming. I just don't know where to start, like job-wise. Yeah, I feel you, Sammy. 100%. That's where I'm at now, is in between, in this kind of like liminal phase. That's interesting because, speaking of liminal phases, we have the star representing sacred knowledge, wisdom, astrological correspondence. She's got 1 foot. You can't see the 1 foot because of the ibis bird representing Thoth on the left, but 1 foot in water and 1 foot on land. And she's associated with Aquarius, the water bear. And that's, yeah, I totally feel you with the job thing. Like, I've left the job I hate, and now I'm trying to create the job I love. I want to get into I'm getting into reading tarot and becoming a life coach. I started a course on this is a mouthful, neuro-linguistic programming. So you're an Aquarius? That's too cool. Wow. And that's so funny that right when you come back in the chat and start talking, I focus on that card. Tanya started the C.S. Lewis book. That's awesome. I started it a couple years ago and I couldn't get through it. I had some kind of mental block about something he was saying about sin, or the concept of the devil and sin, and like how I was like, I don't understand this concept of the devil, because if God is perfect, then why is there a devil out here doing things that God doesn't like? And then I put the book down, and I didn't come back to it for like a good year, because I was like not at a place to be comfortable with that concept, and it upset me. And I was on my journey, and I had experienced some out of body experiences and things, and it's like, this doesn't line up with my way of thinking of how things should be. So I put the book down, and like just recently I was encouraged to come back to it. I was called to come back to it, so I did, and like got through that chapter with no problem. I understood like the concept of free will, and that to have good you have to have evil. I mean, it's like, otherwise it's meaningless. Good without choice is not really good. That's automation. That's being a robot. That's not being human. Yeah. So it's like, God didn't make a mistake. God, knew what he was doing, or source, or whatever you want to call it, or, balance. Exactly. It's polarity. We have to see the wickedness to appreciate the goodness. And once I became more open to that concept, then the book really opened up in new ways. There's still parts of the book where I'm like, because it's 70 years old, and some of the things he says about like homosexuality, for example, are I feel dated belief structures, limiting belief structures that don't serve us, and probably written from like a biological evolutionary perspective having to do with preservation of the species. And I get that, but now we live in an earth that's overpopulated, so it's just a little different concept. Also, the concept of overpopulation is probably a lie. The fact is, the resources aren't properly attributed. If all these gun manufacturers were instead growing clean food, then we wouldn't have it's so sad. Shit. We wouldn't have the problems that we have today. So, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like when you start waking up to these things, then it's really an opening of the heart, and then it leads to feeling so much so strongly. It's overwhelming sometimes. So, if I have another book recommendation for when you're done with it, you'll take it. Absolutely. I'll have to think about it. What were some of the good books I just finished? I've been reading a lot about tarot. I got you, Tanya. Book recommendation. The Four Agreements. The Four Agreements. Let me go grab it. Give me just 1 second. I apologize. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Hopefully no one left. No one left. We're all still here. Thank you guys. Patience. This is the book, The Four Agreements. I don't even know the author's name. Don Miguel Ruiz, a Toltec wisdom book. This is the most amazing short book, a practical guide to personal freedom that I could ever recommend to anyone. This book is like 139 pages. Like I didn't read it. I listened to the audiobook, and it took me like, a couple hours, and it changed my life. It absolutely changed my life in a big way. This was a big part of the puzzle that came together for me, and the wisdom of the Native Americans is so great and so deep, and like the fact that it's been almost eradicated and covered up for so long is one of humanity's greatest tragedies and greatest losses, but definitely check out the Four Agreements. It's amazing. It will change your life, change your perspective. The power of language it deals with a lot, and how that can lead to limiting belief structures and really keep us in an oppressive system that does not serve us. And this book helps us to break free from a lot of that. So, great book. Highly recommended. I might start reading some of it sometime on the live, because that's really a good one. Thank you for asking that. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm just talking about some concepts and ideas, and listening to dogs bark. I know, isn't it sad? Yeah, it really does. That's embarrassing. I can't ever find good fruit lately. Um, like, all the oranges we get have no flavor. The other day we got dragon fruit, and never had a dragon fruit before, and I was like, oh, I'll try this. This looks awesome, because it's a wild looking fruit, and no flavor. No flavor. Never had one before, and was psyched to try it, and it tasted like nothing, to the point where, like, we Googled, does dragon fruit have flavor? And apparently some do, but apparently the one we did not. It just feels like the earth has been so contaminated that this fruit is not even working right. And like the banana is a perfect example. We only have one species, one type of banana left in the entire world. All the others are extinct. Every banana is cloned from the same banana. So we don't even have the same banana flavor that people had like 100 years ago. Sad. Sad stuff. But we can fix it. We just have to make some changes. Shift our focus, shift our paradigm, shift our priorities. How do you just start meditating? Like, I feel I have no patience, but I'd need it. I can help. Do you have Discord? I started a Discord channel, and I've been posting a lot of meditations and stuff on the Discord channel. A lot of them are from Gaia. I have a Gaia subscription, and Gaia lets me share videos with people. The links are only good for like a week or two, but I mean, still, it's a whole week or two you've got to do the meditation, and I would be glad to share and post. There's a great series on there by a guy named Kevin Courtney called The Power of Meditation, and it really starts with some really strong foundational things and builds on that, and highly recommend that series. I'd been meditating for over a year, and still, like, I meditated twice a day, every day, very dedicated. And I learned a ton from this series about foundations. Yeah, Sammy, get Discord is like a chat app that I like to use. You can also do voice on it, all these things. But I started a server to start sharing links and helpful videos for things that have really taught me a lot. And I would definitely recommend joining the Discord. I mean, it's free, no obligation or anything. I'll send you a link when we get out of here. And I've got a video that talks about it, or a couple videos that talk about it, but they may be hard to find too. I need to post a clearer video with like a description that says Discord link on it, so anyone who wants can have access to that, because it's really going to be an awesome space for personal development. It's going to have meditation, yoga, all the tips and life hacks that I've used that have got me closer to where I wanted to be, at least to a place where I can experience, joy again. So yeah, I'll send you a link. It's easy. You just download the app. It's a really user-friendly app. And I'll be posting a lot of stuff there. But it's not that complicated. People want to overcomplicate meditation. And honestly, once you get to a certain point, you can start to make it your own practice. And, it's just sitting with yourself and listening and allowing the system to calm down. And once the system calms down, you can receive better. And that just opens all kinds of doors. Meditation was really the beginning of my development. It really was. I went to a transcendental meditation course, which was during the pandemic, and my wife thought I was crazy because I'm like, I'm going to pay $400 for this meditation course, and I thought it was crazy. I was like, what am I even doing spending all this money to learn to sit quietly? But the thing about TM2 is like it's on a sliding scale, so more affluent people with higher income rates would have to pay more than I would because I was on unemployment at the time. So I got the lowest price, $400. Other people were paying like upwards of $1,000 to learn the same program that I was learning. One thing about that though is honestly, like, for me, putting the money into transcendental meditation made me stick with it. I said, okay, well, I paid, and they did it in installments. They were super cool. I called the lady and I said, I don't know if I have that money to spend. I just got sent home from my job. I was bartending and making good money and stuff, and I got put on unemployment. It's like, I don't know how this is going to work. She was like, we really don't want the money to discourage you. She said, you can make 4 payments. So I paid like $90 a month for 4 months. And I mean, I could have canceled my credit card or, stopped those charges or something if I didn't feel like it served me, honestly. So I wasn't even really committed or obligated to finish paying them. But like, I was glad to pay them every month because me putting that money out there, like, made me stick with it. If I'd got on YouTube and looked up like how to meditate. Nice to see you, Tanya. I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending time with us this evening, this afternoon. Be blessed, have a wonderful day, and hope to talk to you again soon. Always nice to see you. But yeah, so the financial commitment for me was like an anchor that like, okay, I'm going to spend this $400 on this meditation class. I better meditate. I'm going to have to make it worth, the investment that I put in. And I totally did. Like, I did meditation twice a day, every day, like it was suggested. I learned to do yoga through the Transcendental Meditation Organization. I didn't learn, I'd done some yoga before, but they had a great yoga program that I liked a lot and that was really helpful to me. And so I integrated that into my practice, and for every day for over a year and a half now, I used Transcendental Meditation and the Maharishi Yoga Asanas because I was invested in it, not just my time, but my money, my effort. I was really invested in TM, and it's really been the best thing that happened on my journey, honestly. I've learned the most from that. That opens so many doors to experiencing the self in a whole nother way, on a whole other level. So, yeah, it was really a blessing. I'm eternally grateful to Maharishi Mahesh Yogi for his Transcendental Meditation program, and he's actually one of my spirit guides now. Is the crazy thing, because I was never like drawn to him as a person or had any particular affinity towards him before TM. I just got into it. I'm like, okay, so this guy invented TM. That's pretty cool. And then like in meditation last month in January, one time, I connected with Maharishi's energy, and I could just like feel him, and like he just he didn't even say anything, but he just laughed. He's known for like they called him the giggling guru because he always like laughed a lot. And I wasn't even like particularly. I'd seen somebody with his photo on their mantle, and I was like, I don't know, isn't that like worshiping Maharishi? And shouldn't you like really not put that much faith in somebody else, but just like believe in yourself? And you can do it. If he can do it, we can all do it. Anybody can do it. It's like, is that not deifying him or idolizing him? And that's how I felt about it. And then like, not a week later, I had this experience in meditation where like I connected with his energy, and he was there like kind of floating and like looking down at me and smiling and giggling and just this overwhelming presence of love and light. It made me cry. Like I was in meditation and I just like broke down crying like tears of joy, having like connected with this beautiful energy. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm greatly appreciative of him and the Transcendental Meditation Program. And there's a lot of good people within that organization that really want to help and really do help. They do a lot of good in the world. There's even studies, like Harvard did a study on the Maharishi effect, which the Maharishi effect is when several meditators get together and meditate in group. And that creates like an expanded consciousness, and it creates so much peace that projects out into the bigger consciousness, the whole consciousness, that crime rates would go down in cities that were having group meditations and stuff. Like it would actually affect rates of violent crime and make a noticeable, scientifically measurable effect on the physical, tangible, material world, just from people sitting here and experiencing silence, experiencing peace. So yeah, definitely highly recommend meditation. Probably the best thing that I ever learned. That and yoga. Oh, I'm getting tired again. And cold showers. But for you, Sammy, I guess you can just walk outside and get the same effect. Do you know Wim Hof? Is anybody familiar with Wim Hof? Am I going to be on tomorrow? I'm on every day because I'm focusing a lot of my effort and energy into starting my business, which is going to be based on social media, and TikTok was the place that I started. So yes, I will be here. Send me a message, send me I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'll be on live. My lives are kind of like hit or miss. I just do it whenever I get a chance and feel up to it right now. Hopefully I'll get a schedule soon, but I'm going to make a note too to be sure to send you that link in case you don't find it from the videos. Because like I said, it's kind of hidden. So I'm going to say send Discord link to Sammy. Grand Slam Sammy. Love that name, by the way. That's so much fun. I accidentally went on two specific people, you and Derek, and it was a happy accident. Like I was meant to find you guys. Yep. That's how this stuff works. Absolutely. So thank you, and thank you for acknowledging the synchronicity and for being a part of the synchronicity. And it's really the start of something beautiful, and I'm super excited for you and grateful. And thank you for being here and for all your comments and openness, and it's greatly appreciated so much. Be blessed, and looking forward to seeing you very soon and talking more. Hey Rick, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Thank you all for spending time with me today. We've been having a lot of great conversation. It's been a blessing to have so many comments and so much conversation. I started out playing with tarot cards and oracle cards, and it's turned into just a big group discussion, and that way I don't have to shuffle cards. I can just talk, and I understand the cards pretty well, and I'm definitely developing my intuition, but the biggest thing I have to go on, and the best thing for me, is my own experience. So when we can just talk, on and connect on a soul level from one to another, that's really where the opportunities for growth are the greatest. So that's been a blessing. Thank you all. Stoned and lonesome. Well, I'm sorry you're lonesome, but it's always fun to be stoned. I just quit smoking weed this year. I've always been a pothead, and then this year Spirit told me that it was time to stop. Kids are starting to okay. Have fun with that. I'll see you soon. Hope you and the kids have a great rest of the day. I talked about this card earlier, but I like it so much I'm going to talk about it again. I create my future today. On the back it says, do something today your future self will thank you for. This is so important. We have to remember that what we do affects everyone. It affects our friends, it affects our community, it affects our family, but it also affects our future self. If you sit here and go crazy at the all-you-can-eat buffet today, you're not going to feel good when you wake up tomorrow. Nothing too crazy about this. It's not an out there concept. Just what we do today creates, the future. And I just love that. Do something today your future self will thank you for. Beautiful, beautiful advice from Louise Hay. A wonderful, wonderful woman. A beautiful soul. A great teacher and mentor. Let's keep going with her. I commit to being more present in my life. If something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. Complete this sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is. I'm going to say one way I can be more present in my life is not multitasking. So often we think that we're effective multitaskers, while in reality, we're not doing any of these tasks to the fullest of our ability. Another way we can be more present in life is by being just focused in the moment. You saw a cat in your window. In your window or in my window? I'm sure there's some out there. We have one cat. Oh, he looks like he's asleep on the couch. We have one that goes out a lot, and I wasn't sure earlier if he was in or out, but looks like he's in. But yeah, being present is really the key to happiness. In most moments we're all okay. We're worried about the future. In my window, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We got a couple dogs here. There's a dog. There's more dogs, but they're in the living room, and it's not camera ready. It's not that bad. Here, check it out. There's a dog on the couch. Let's see if we can zoom in on this dog. Oh, there he is. That's how he likes to sit. It cracks me up. That's his spot. That's Kylo the dog. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. And then you see Hank the dog over here, asleep in the chair. We have 3 dogs, 6 cats, and 3 rats. So it's a full house. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for stopping in and spending time with me this afternoon. We're talking about presence, we're talking about consciousness, talking about manifestation, talking about tarot, talking about pets, talking about quantum physics, answering questions. I just got excited thinking about all the fun things that we've been talking about. It's like, it's what I'm here on this planet to do. And, it feels really good to follow your bliss. So thank you guys for being a part of that. I really appreciate it. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And I wish you all the best. and many, many blessings today and in the future. So I commit to being more present in my life. One way we can do this is just by being in the moment. Forgive yourself for the past. Let go of guilt. Let go of judgment. Don't make assumptions. Don't worry about the future. I saw a great church sign. There's some church signs, I will say before I get into this, that aren't always so great, that are a little judgy or even mean. I've seen mean church signs, and I'm like, that's not a great way to get people to come in your building. But I saw a church sign the other day I drove by, and it said, "Don't worry about tomorrow, God is already there." Yep. Spirit is everywhere. Spirit is here with us. Spirit is with all of us. Spirit is in the future. It's all going to be okay. We're always loved and supported. Whether it's in the way that we idealize that it should be or not is another question, a different situation, but we are loved, we are supported. You know, we're not here to be miserable. The purpose of life is not to be unhappy. It's really not. I promise you it's not. Some people will argue with you about that. But in my experience, it is not the case. Louise doesn't think so either. Louise says, "I am loved and supported by life." Notice all the ways you are being supported. Complete this sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by. Life is supporting me by allowing me this avenue, this channel, to talk about these things, to share these things, to discuss these things, and to be with you, and to make friends, and to make connections. You know, that's what it's really all about. I'm so grateful for that opportunity. That's how life is supporting me right now, by allowing me to follow my joy and follow my bliss. I hope that you can see some nice ways that life is supporting you as well. I know sometimes it seems like an unfriendly world, but that's all our perception. It really is. Sometimes it's lessons we don't want to learn or aren't ready to learn, we feel like, but wherever you are, whatever challenge you're facing, you're ready for it. You wouldn't be given that challenge if you weren't ready. I promise you, you know? You just have to learn to see the bigger picture. And sometimes time is the only thing that gets us there. So please just remember that you are supported. You are loved and supported by life in every moment. And, you know, if nothing else, I'm here for you. I'm really here for you. I love talking to people. I love connecting. I've been through a lot in the past year and a half, and I've learned a lot, and I've grown a lot, and I've learned to be happy and love myself. And like, that's not enough. I want to share. I want everyone to be happy and love themselves so we can create a better world together. And I know everyone won't. I know absolutism is bad, and that's not what I'm pushing for. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with ideals and idealism. And that's my ideal, for everyone to be happy, healthy, loved, and supported, and to experience joy. So, that's my wish for you today. Louise says, "I live in an abundant universe. Notice how abundance flows into your life in delightful and surprising ways." Yes, absolutely. I'm going to manifest some abundance this evening. I'm trying to sell a guitar. And question, will V reach out to have a conversation? I love it. I love it. Let's find out. Oh, I've been waiting for a question. Can you see how excited I got? Give me a moment to prop up this phone so I can shuffle cards. Oh, shit. All right, we're back. Question. Quashan wants to know, will V reach out to have a conversation? Will V reach out to have a conversation with our dear friend Quashan? Will V reach out to have a conversation? I gotta shuffle these 3 times. 3 is my lucky number. Well, one of my lucky numbers. I like 7s too. We have 7 viewers in here. Isn't that perfect? Number 3. Will V reach out to have a conversation? I'm gonna cut that. The Hanged Man. I'm going to say yes. The Hanged Man, with the major arcana, answering yes or no questions, you can kind of say, are you willing to work with the energy of the card? If so, yes. If not, no. This is not a, wouldn't be a definitive yes or no card for a lot of people, but my interpretation, this is definitely a yes for me. It's even shaped like a Y on the tree there. The Hanged Man itself is about like self-discipline, about putting yourself in a situation to learn or grow. You can see he's inverted here. He's hanging from this tree, but he put himself there. He's also got a smile on his face. He's not unhappy about where he is. So this is voluntary. This is not something forced. This is not something negative. Also the tree in the shape of the Y, and the Hanged Man is also my personal card in astrology. It ties back to my astrological sign of Leo, so it's always a big yes for me. It's also pretty indicative of where I am in life currently. So I'm going to give you a yes. V will reach out to have a conversation. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your question. I can elaborate too. You can always elaborate. Does that answer your question? Oh shit. Let's fix that. Hank, what did you do? You guys see Hank? Hank the dog's here. He's really the best tarot reader, but he's taking the day off today, so it's all on me. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in, and thank you for the question. I love the dialogue. I got so bored earlier. There was only a few people in here, and not much conversation going on at that moment. I was just like, oh, getting tired, losing the energy. Felt like I was talking to myself, and I do that enough. I don't have to be on TikTok Live to do that, so thank you. I love the purple heart. It matches my purple shirt. Did you do that on purpose? I feel like you did that on purpose. We lost a card. We got it back. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. What we got? 4,000 likes? That's pretty good. That's not bad for a Thursday. Do you guys know about the day correspondences? Those are fun. I didn't realize your shirt was purple. Synchronicity. Synchronicity, my friend. That's how you know we're on the right track. My mom makes these shirts. She makes these tie-dye shirts, and she's been doing it for a few years, and she doesn't think she's good at it. And I'm like, you make the most bomb-ass tie-dye shirts. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's she does these with ice. It's called ice dye, actually. It's not quite tie-dye, but they're so freaking cool. I'm about to start selling them on Etsy. I got a bag full of them here that are going on our Etsy store as soon as we get our Etsy store. As soon as we put them on there. She started the store, but this will be only our second inventory item. It's real new, real exciting. If you guys want to get in on the ground floor for some awesome t-shirts and other homemade bespoke items, message me to check it out. I'll try to put a link to it soon. My wife's been doing all the work on that, so I couldn't even find it right now if I wanted to. But we do have these shirts. If anybody is interested, just let me know. We've got... I haven't even looked at them yet. So this is like an unboxing, unveiling you get for free in this video. I'm just going to use to market for a second because I got these bomb-ass shirts. Got the blue, pretty light blue. Got a slightly darker blue. I'm not going to unfold them because my mom's a lot better folder than me. ice dye. Got the purple. Just think of this as your commercial break. You know, this is a pretty nice commercial break. No one's yelling at you. Whoa, this one's probably my favorite. Blue and purple. Holy shit. That is beautiful. Oh man, this is cool too. Bright pink. And this is like two pinks in one. Almost orange. That's pretty cool too. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any shirts, hit me up. They're made by my mom with love. So that's an added bonus, and I'm not even going to charge extra for that. The love is free. All right. That concludes our commercial break. Back to the cards. If anyone's interested in a full reading, a 7-card reading, I'm glad to do that as well. Contact me for more information or to set something up. I would love to do a 7-card reading for you. It gets real in-depth, answers a lot of questions, so they are really, really very insightful. Highly recommended 7-card readings. Just DM me, send me a message, and I will be glad to set up a time we can do that. Louise says, I can do it. Trust. In times of trouble, remember this. Who you think you are cannot handle this challenge, but who you really are can and will. Great advice from a great mentor and great woman, Louise Hay. She has left her body and is with the angels and ascended masters now, but before she left, she offered so much wisdom, so much guidance, and just did a lot to set us up for success going forward. So grateful for her and her contributions and her wisdom, and to have access to that is truly a blessing, as is getting to spend time with you all today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking time for yourself. Thank you for loving and honoring yourself. You know, it's a journey we're all on together, so I'm glad to be sharing my journey with you. Anybody have any more questions? That was a whole lot of fun. Everybody's really been getting pretty good news today, too. I mean, I haven't seen any 10 of swords or 3 of swords or 8 of swords or very few swords today, you know? The cards are in a good mood today. So if anybody has a question, it's probably a good day to ask it. Louise says, I nurture my inner child. Loving your inner child helps you remember your innocence and recognize how much life loves you. Ask the child within, what can I do for you today? Wow, that's really beautiful. And I got to make a note on that real quick, because I have a friend I have to send that to. Give me just 1 second to get caught up here. All right. And that does it. Let me get a like or something if I should stay in the live. Is anybody out there? Mom Jeans? Mike Amy Olson? Is that JC T Ameo? Breaker? John T Moxon? Anybody out there? You guys want me to keep doing this? Or is everybody gone? Okay, guys, I'm gonna go call my wife. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I've got like 3 or 5 phone calls and hella text messages since I started, so I'm gonna go address some of my more real world, material, earthy concerns, which I don't like to fool with, but I have to fool with because I'm stuck in a skin suit. Skin suit. But it's good to have a skin suit. You know, we signed up for this, and it's a blessing to be here. It truly is. I've seen the other side, and it's beautiful, but so is this. And it's exactly what we need right now. And you're exactly where you need to be. Just keep doing what you're doing. Love yourself. Know your worth. You are beautiful. Thank you for being here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for spending time with me today. Please like and follow for more. Tell your friends. Let's share the love and spread the positive vibes. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed.